Good job, everyone. Hello, babies. Hi. I'm gonna change out the fountain. Yeah, we can do that. Gonna have to put you guys down in order to do that. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. All right, so we got all of our stuff here that we need. It takes about that much water, sometimes a little bit more. I like to use this big pot. This big pot because when I dump the water in, it's tall enough to where it doesn't splash. As long as I'm careful about how I dump the water. Yeah, so the fountain is running and it's plugged in. First thing I need to do is unplug the fountain. And this bird's gonna hop off my shoulder as soon as I go to do that. There we go, okay. All right, so power is off. Hi, babies. All right, so next thing I like to do is start taking it apart. So got the top piece, put that down there, that little piece. This one. And that one. Last but not least. Hi, babies. You're so sweet. Now, I do have rocks in here. I don't know if you guys remember that or if you've seen it or if you haven't seen it, but there are rocks in here because when I fill up the water level, the rocks allow it to be not too deep for the starlings, and it also helps with their nails if they're splashing around in there. So that's a good thing too. So I'm just gonna get all the rocks out and set them down at the bottom of the pot. Just like this. All right. Now, it's empty except for the water. So, we're gonna dump the water. And the reason I love this bird bath, it's also a downfall, but it only weighs about 5 pounds without the water in it, tops. So it's really easy for me to pick it up and dump it. But it's also really easy for it to wobble, and the starlings don't appreciate that very much. So, here we go. Now, as long as I don't hit the rocks weird, I can keep the water in the pot. And then I just pick it up off the ground for that last little bit. Yeah, there we go. I've got a sponge that I keep out here. It's my bird room sponge until it wears out, then I get another one. But I want to dump some water down in the tube so I can get all the gunk out of there, out of the middle. And then get a little bit of water in here so I can scrub this. Hi, Onyx. He's up there talking. Stump, stump, stump. What are you doing, buddy? All right. So, give it another dump. And then I like to take some water and run it around. Rinse it. Get in all that middle pump area. There we go. Perfect. All right. Now I'm going to go inside. I'm going to scrub all of these rocks and all of the pieces for the fountain here. Take them inside to the kitchen, and we're going to scrub them with some Dawn dish soap, because that is non-toxic to birds, but you do need to make sure you get all that soap rinsed off. We'll scrub it real good with hot water, and then I'll bring it back in here, and I will use what's left of this water to refill it. So we'll go do that, and I'll be back. Orbit. Okay, so I got all the pieces clean, all the rocks clean. I do this at least twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week. When it's hot, I like to replace the water more often, but honestly, 3 starlings, that's a lot of poop. I have to change the water out of necessity, because not only do they take baths in this fountain, they drink out of it too. Naturally. Okay, so we're going to put it all back together. First, we'll start with the bottom piece, which is this little dome thingamabob. And then we've got, oh, you're okay, baby. This piece. And I just kind of make sure they're sitting flush in there. Then we've got this one. All right. Last 2. All right, now let me just get this screwed on there. Good and tight. All right, that's good. Hi, babies. All right, now I'm going to put the rocks in, and I don't do this the exact same way every time, but I do have certain rocks that I like to put in Orbit's favorite spot right here. And then the rest are kind of a free-for-all. Couple more. Alright, there we go. Those are the big ones. And then there's just a few little pebbles here that I like to place strategically. Yeah. There we go. All right, perfect. Now, before I can plug this fountain back in, hi babies, hi. Before I can plug the fountain back in, I need to get water in there. So, we'll do that first. Orbit's gonna be so excited, yeah. You just wait, buddy, it's not running yet, but it's about to be. It's about to go down. All the way down, buddy. Yeah, all the way down. All right, and then, oh, hi babies. That was Omelette, doing a flyby. I just happened to bend down right as she was probably gonna land on me. All right, a little bit more of that water in there. All right. Good job. Okay, now whoever's on my back, Onyx, is about to have to hop off because I got to plug in the fountain. Watch out, bud. You're okay. Go ahead. You're holding on to the last leg, huh? Yeah. Okay. All right, let's plug it in. That's what Orbit's waiting on. He's been waiting for days for this moment right here. Oh, it's about to go down, bud. Yeah, it's about to go down. There it goes. Eureka! Good job, buddy. I'm gonna add a little bit more. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, good job, buddy. All right. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, that's my microphone. You don't want that. That's yucky. I tell my kids, you know, when you're having a snack and you don't necessarily want to share it and you say it's spicy. Oh, there he goes. Hi, buddy. Anyways, this is how I maintain the fountain in the bird room. Something I didn't mention on this top little tier right here, this is all plastic. We burned holes in it because as it was designed originally, it splashed a lot. But after we burned holes in this top tier and got the water to come straight down, we were able to minimize the splash. And so now it only splashes when Orbit splashes it. He flew by and he splashed water in my face from his wings. Oh, good stuff. All right, well, thanks for watching and seeing how the magic happens. Who's on me? Onyx! Onyx! Oh, where you at? All right, buddy. Yeah. We'll see you on the next video, guys.